All righty, the great Art Spander is here, and we're not kidding. Art was at the theater watching Martin Short tonight, and is there anything more except he's not your cup of tea?
He's not my cup of tea. Let's put it that way. Some people, the woman behind me was just laughing herself to pieces, and I was sort of saying, what's she laughing at?
Because he doesn't work blue, does he? I mean, he's a clean.
Yeah, but there were a lot of off-color jokes, and it was a sort of review. The best part, I thought, in the first act was they did a woman did a scene from Company. I want to get married, don't want to get married, from Sondheim, and I thought that was pretty clever. Otherwise, I wasn't moved. But I did like Sienkiewicz doing Evita, because I'm a big fan of that show.
All right, Stephen Sondheim and Tom Sienkiewicz all in the same segment. Bonds on Sunday Patch, you were there, reportedly blew off 52 members of the media, which is his prerogative, but should he, for $20 million a year, have a little more class in this regard?
He's Barry Bonds. We've been doing this for years and years. I wrote a column for tomorrow, not talking, but I just thought it was so fascinating. On Sunday, he gives us 2 nods and 5 words. Yeah. And yesterday, he's talking about the ghost of Babe Ruth. So you never know what you're going to get.
But you're in the Hall of Fame. Let me ask you,
yeah.
You've lived a little bit. You ever say to yourself, damn, this is insulting to me to be around this guy?
You know, I know what to expect, and if I get that, I just ignore it, and I go on. Fortunately, as a columnist, I can write what I want to write.
How about these guys that rub his leg? Have you ever seen anybody carry around a pack of, you could say an entourage, you could say stooges, you could say helpers, like Bonds does? Has there ever been anybody like this?
Not that I can remember. In basketball, as you well know, they all have their posses.
Yeah. And again, though, baseball, it's 162 times.
Right.
If you're a giant teammate of Bonds, no matter what you say publicly, what do you think they really feel?
Well, some of them just say, the heck with this, and others say, hey, he's earned it. Obviously, Jeff Kent did not get along with Barry and never will, and I thought it was great. What book are you reading? Game of Shadows.
Hey, real quick, any way that people who vote on the Hall of Fame keep him out because of the steroids?
I don't think so. First place, he wouldn't be eligible for at least another 5 years, maybe 6, 7 years. A lot of it will have died down, and I think they'll look at his first few years when he was an MVP 3 or 4 times, and they'll say he deserves it, and he does deserve it.
Any joy in this?
No.
No.
No joy. I think if he had hit the home runs a little earlier, and he still hasn't hit them, we'd be a little more excited. But I think there's been so much negative press, and the out-of-town writers just despise him.
Yeah, I know.
And one guy said, after he kissed us off, what am I doing covering a bleeping, slumping third-place hitter on a bleeping last-place team? And that sort of summed it up.
Hey, let's touch on some notes quick. Your pal Larry Brown has $40 million left. Are they going to pay? The Knicks can't pay him $40 million to go away.
No, they can't. They can't. And
he may settle for 10, though.
Yeah, he was my pal when he coached UCLA.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, no, you know, he's a guy. You know his history. He's someplace every 2 years and he changes. It's amazing because he's done a great job.
Any way that Warrior rumor could come true? Supposedly, Brown has a house in the Hamptons, a tenth of a mile from Warrior owner Cohan.
Well, I learned one thing. In sports, anything's
by
possible.
The way, Art, can you see the great Art Spander? She's with 48 seconds left. They give him greatness. Yes. All right.
I'd rather have you call me that at KNBR.
Oh, no, when Art calls in, it's terrific. But anyway, just yes or no on the Warriors. Just
I doubt it very much. But anything, hey, the Browns left Cleveland and the Indians stayed. I always use that as my rule of thumb about impossibility.
Yeah, whenever Art calls in, we have Bruno and I, and it's 3 battered performers who still enjoy our jobs. It's a pretty good bit, Art. Now, always great to have you.
Thank you very much. Hey, listen, if we didn't enjoy this, we're in the wrong business.
Positive. You're going to stand around and wait for Bonds to sniff you? That's terrible. All right, if you have a comment here on the great Art Spander or anything about Bonds a bit, there's the email address. Mike, Tom, Pam, when I'm Art's age and I'm getting close, I want to still enjoy my job.
All right, Gary.
Good night, everybody.